It is Friday, June 5th, 6:44 a.m. Pacific time. I'm talking to those of you who are in my left leg. So this is me at the top here. Adam, Chris, James. If I hit leg bottom, we're going to go to the last person. Well, it's going to show me the pre-enrollees. It takes a while to get down there because we have thousands of people in there. We've got some really good momentum on this leg. So, this is the person at the bottom. It's the pre-enrollee. I can't quickly get to the last affiliate, but some of you who just signed up would be towards the tail end of that leg. But not to worry, not to worry. I have promised to help you build that volume in that leg, and I will absolutely do that. But there is something different that I am doing that I want to make sure that you're clear about. So I need to anchor this leg. You'll remember in the comprehensive review, I said the time will come where I have to anchor the leg. Anchoring the leg is different than what I've been doing. What I've been doing is bringing just anybody and everybody in without highly qualifying you. And the reason why that's a challenge is if we look to do forever, it's a great strategy to kick off momentum, but we got to anchor the leg. Let me talk about this. It's important, especially for those of you that came in the last month or two, and you're not seeing the growth that you want to see. That's because I've been focused on my right leg because I have to build two legs. You don't. So it's even more than double the work to do that. Here's my right leg. I've got 155 people on auto ship at this time. It's kind of holding steady right now because I'm shifting gears into anchoring legs. I'm going to actually anchor both legs. For the next month or two, I'll still be driving this leg down to make it even, but mostly going to anchor the legs. And my left leg that you're in, got 251 people on auto ship, so a lot more. I'm going to anchor the leg. What's that mean? Well, I need to find somebody who's a heck of a lot more qualified than anybody that I've placed so far. It's a different message. It's a different funnel. It's a different presentation. By the way, you'll be able to use that presentation too, and I'll be teaching you how you can find whales. A whale is someone like me, someone who can bring in a lot of people and doesn't need a lot of help, someone who just totally changes your life because they build this huge organization underneath you. When I came in, I added immediately the first month over 50,000 business volume to my upline, everybody up the line. So that's what a whale does for you. I'm going to anchor the leg with a whale. You want a whale under you, so make sure you meet your commitments. Don't believe I can do it. And by the way, when I reference things that show how big my ego is, first of all, you do have to have a big ego to even want to get on the top of the leaderboard. There's hundreds of thousands of affiliates that want to be on this leaderboard. They would love to be in the top 100 list. I'm in the number one position for May. It's not the first time I've been in the number one position. I don't say this to boast. I really don't give a damn other than just it's fun. It's like a game for me, which is partly ego. But understand, I'm sharing this with you because I know that most of you don't have the confidence yet to build this business. You don't believe in yourself or the business model. You don't have the experience. I understand that you need to lean into my confidence. So I just kind of let that part of me out so that you understand, hey, look, I know what I'm doing, obviously. Like, let's not, split hairs. I know what I'm doing. I'm one of the top recruiters in the industry. Okay, awesome. Pat myself on the back. The reality is, when I say that I'm going to anchor a leg, it's not like I'm just pulling that out of my you-know-what. Like, I know what I'm doing. I will anchor this leg. I know how to speak to whales. I know how to, it's my lingo. I love to connect with them. It's easier. You might think, well, why didn't you just bring in whales in the first place? Couple of reasons. First, I have a huge audience that's followed me for a long time, and I wanted them to get in on this. Second, it takes longer to find a whale. It's not as exciting. It's not as fun. I wanted to sign up in the company and make waves. I wanted to show that I knew what I was doing. I wanted to kind of make a splash, so that I could kind of make a name for myself in the company. And I knew that if I went looking for whales initially, it was going to be a slower grow. It wasn't going to be very exciting. And the ego side of me, the one that wants to have fun doing this stuff, wanted to make a game out of it. And I thought, why don't I bring a whole bunch of people with me, do something really challenging, and then bring in the whale. Then it'd be really exciting, and I'll help make a lot of money for a lot of people. It's just way more exciting for me so that I stay excited. Like to have all these people coming in, and by being on the leaderboard, it makes it fun, it makes it a lot more fun. Now I'm going to anchor the leg. Now it's time to get a whale. We've had enough fun. I've got enough people. It's like, I don't need any more fun. I got way too many people to support. So now I'm going to anchor the leg down here at the very, very bottom. So what's a whale need to do? A whale has to, if they're going to do advertising, they got to be doing like $2,000 to $3,000 a month and be able to afford that for many, many, many months. They don't ask dumb questions. Like, they know the model, they know what's going on. Boom, boom, bada boom. It's easy. I just show them that I'm on the top of the leaderboard. Like in my presentations, I show them where the company's at. Like, they understand the language right away. There's not a lot of, there's not as many of them. There's still thousands of them out there in the industry, but it just takes a little bit longer to find them. So between now and the next few months, I'm going to be looking for a whale. Actually, I'll be looking for a few whales, because sometimes a whale signs up and you don't know if they're actually going to follow through, just like everyone else. So I'm going to bring in lots of whales and support them differently. They'll have to build 2 legs. Listen carefully. The whale will have to build 2 legs. Now, I'm going to help them, though. Whales know that it's actually better to have my support and they build 2 legs, and to have a different kind of support than to have me build 1 leg for them. And I'm basically saying, okay, you got a lot of personal development to do. You don't have your confidence high enough. So this is going to take time. I'm going to put a lot of time into my whale, because they have the confidence, they have the belief, and they have the network. By the way, if they don't want to advertise, because a whale doesn't have to advertise, they might already have a giant team. They might already have a giant organization, or just so much confidence and capability and skill that they'll be able to just explode it because they've done it before and it's just obvious. So that whale is going to be in your organization. If you're in my left leg, and everyone listening to this video should be in my left leg. I'll probably stick this on YouTube. Just understand that, I got stuff going on for those of you in my right leg. We've got something for everybody, but right now I'm speaking to those in my left leg, and I need to anchor this darn leg, because if I keep bringing people in, I'm going to go crazy, because I got a lot of people to support. And I don't want to let people down, and I can only really support so many people, right? So time to bring in whales. Whatever you do, don't be a ding dong and stop meeting your commitments. I got to point something out here. And again, guys, sometimes I let my ego out, because it's, to have fun with this. I'm here to serve you guys. I'm here to help you guys. I sure hope that's obvious. I'm having fun with it. For me, yeah, getting on the leaderboard month after month, it's a challenge, and it's one that I wanted to take on and I wanted to do, and I won't do it forever. But, I wanted to show people that when I say I'm going to do something, like, I'm not just making this stuff up, that I have the capability to do it. And it's fun to take on a challenge like that. And when I share this stuff, when it sounds like I'm boasting, just understand I'm having a little bit of fun, but I'm also knowing and understanding that most of you are not whales yet. You certainly can grow into one here with all this help that you have, especially as the years go on. You can make whale income. So all you got to do is build 1 leg, and we're giving you all the support you need. I'll talk about that. But I let a lot of this stuff out, this side of me, because it's in a playful way. And I want also, because I know that you need to lean into my confidence until you have it on your own, in your own way, which could be very different than me. Maybe you're much more humble. Cool. Guys, I'm here to help you win big. And I wanted to show you something. So we had like 260 something auto ships, and I see it going down. And it's like, I knew that would happen. Like, because I can't call everybody there. I can't pep everybody up, and I don't want to. Like, I want you to understand the strategy, and that's why I'm doing these kinds of videos. I want you to understand, like, there's this transitional period now where instead of me just putting people under people forever, I want to find several leaders to put down underneath you. So I'm building a new presentation. I'm building a new funnel for them, because those whales need a different language, different conversation. And again, I'm going to show you guys how you can use that funnel too, to send to your lists, to promote, to attract a whale in your second leg if you want to. We're going to have lots of different funnels as all this unfolds. But just understand we're going through a transitional period in this left leg. I'll still be putting some people in it that I still got a lot of leads that I've generated that I've been in touch with about the comprehensive review strategy. The main strategy of placing people underneath you and all that stuff. And I'll still bring some people in, but understand I'm really shifting focus. And that's why you don't see as many people falling in right now at the end of that line, because I'm putting my time and energy into building this new presentation to attract whales. I'm going to anchor the leg with a whale or 3. I'm going to get this to millions a month revenue. It's what I do. And you're in the income stream, guys. So fulfill your commitments, follow through, understand that the binary is one of the most powerful ways to build a business when you got a good company. And if someone's taking care of a leg for you, and when I'm going after whales, that's going underneath you guys. You can have someone like me underneath you who can just build, And yeah, it's one leg, but then you can use the funnel to attract a whale to the other leg. Guys, you can all build a leg. I get so irritated when I hear how weak-minded people get. Like, of course you can succeed. Like, stop acting like you can't. It's so ridiculous. You can succeed big here because you're getting so much help. You're never going to see anything like this. Don't let it pass you by. Don't fade away into the distance. Like, stay connected. I can't like call you all up and coddle you and say you can do it. Like, you need to like take some cues and take some initiative and plug into the corporate calls, plug into stuff, and even if it doesn't all resonate, soak it in, because you're in an amazing place. You're in the income stream of this thing. You can build a leg. We'll make sure you can if you just put your effort into it. Oh my goodness. All you need is 2 legs to build up to $1 million a month. Guys, study the compensation plan, understand what's going on. So right now, what you should be doing is getting your second leg started. And even if you're at the tail end of this leg, let me pull that image up again. Even if you're at the tail end of this leg, right? You'd be up above the pre-enrollees, but even if you're at the tail end of this leg, you should go ahead and just get started on your second leg, because I'm gonna have whales down underneath there. So you don't have to worry about that other leg. So you should be going through the step-by-step process. And yeah, if guys, some of you are so unrealistic. I'm not talking to those of you who are realistic. Right now, I need to talk to those of you who aren't realistic. A lot of you really are so unrealistic. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You think you're going to make, I had someone write me in who just signed up. I don't think he's ever made residual income in his life. And he's got $50 a month that he's going to advertise with. And he wants to make $5,000 a month in his second month. Like, guys, wake up. Like, it's not realistic. Come on. We're talking about residual income where you can walk away and the money's still coming in month after month after month after month. Go through the step-by-step process and be realistic. This first step is just to get you warmed up. These are leads that come in and your list grows. Nothing magical is going to happen. I signed up 2 people with the free level last month. Will they upgrade to a higher level? Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? It's a process. It's $1 a day. So you build your list, and over time you get a bigger and bigger list. It brings in pre-enrollees. I have gotten directors. I got 1 executive out of it over the last 5 months. It's nothing to like build a whole business upon. It's to get you started, to build your second leg. Then you move on to setting some of this other stuff up. And this is showing you how to email the leads. You're just getting warmed up. And then there's systems set up to start having the funnels in place, because we're going to have more like the funnel that we're building for the whales, to attract the whales, people like me, the top producers, the big time top producers. The egomaniacs that love to get on leaderboards and brag about it. We're going to be able to hand you those funnels as we make them if you go through this process. So not only are you building your second leg, but you're learning how to actually be competent on the internet. And we don't even charge you for that. Well, there is a setup fee at our cost. I think we take a loss a little bit on it of helping you build a blog. If you don't have, well, we really don't want you to use in your own blog. So there is this $99 setup fee to have that, but it's like a one-time fee. And then there's like $4 hosting that doesn't go to us. Guys, we're making it basically free. So, and you don't even need that if you don't want to, but I would encourage you to get those funnels set up, and we're going to have more coming out. Go through the process, guys. And then of course, those of you who are at level 2, you can start moving into level 2 stuff. Solo ads are working awesome. And now we're setting it up where we're going to give you my latest lead source that's doing phenomenally well. And we're going to give it to you at cost. Guys, there's no way you can't build a leg if you just follow this process, but you need to be realistic. Lean into my confidence if you have to. I mean, I've been on the leaderboard every month in the top like 7 or higher, I think, in the last 5 months since I started. First month was #1. I don't know how many times I was in the #1 position. On the #1 position last month. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. So lean into my confidence if you have to. Like, if you don't have it yet, cool. And have fun with this, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Of course, it's going to take time to build your second leg, but what other plan do you have to build residual income? All right, enough pep talk. Follow your commitments, follow through, and finish something once in your life that can just pay you massive money for the rest of your life, where you could take a few months off and it still comes in. Come on, life-changing stuff. All you need is 1 leg. Study the comp plan. Put yourself into it a little bit more. Lean into it a little bit more. and be realistic with the timelines and what you're putting into it and what you're getting back. Like, make it all match up. In fact, I am working with a lot of people in the organization. I'd be happy to work with you too. Send me a message. Tell me what your goals are. Tell me what your plan is. Tell me how much money you want to make. Tell me when you want to make it, and I'll make sure it lines up. Now, I might come back with you saying, are you friggin' joking? Like, when you have really unrealistic expectations, like, oh, I got $50 a month for advertising. That's the only way I want to promote. I just want to sit back and by my second month make $5,000 a month. Like, if that's what you're going to send me, I'm going to say, are you friggin' joking? Like, make it make sense, and I will help you accomplish it. Like, this is like a walk in the park for me. Take from my confidence, my experience, leverage the heck out of me, be realistic, plug away at it, and you're going to build your second leg with a great company that is most likely going to be here for decades to come. Build a residual income where you can take several months off and have it still come in. All right, pep talk over. Okay, guys, so that's the plan. Let's see here. Let's go back to this. Well, I lost my image. Here we are. 1 second. Let me show you something. Don't go. Just hold on here. Hold on. All right. Boom. Okay, so, I can't jump down to the last person who signed up, but if you're that person who just signed up yesterday, understand that I'm anchoring the leg now. And that's a more boring looking process. Like, it's much more fun when I'm signing people up every day into that leg. And there's be some of that still. But what I'm looking for now, I'm going to be more selective. I'm looking for somebody who either has $3,000 a month to advertise with, not you. I have a new funnel that I'm putting together to attract people who have that kind of money. I'm attracting people like me. We talk a different language, whole different world, and never say, is this a scam? This is like not the conversation. They don't ask funny questions. It's all cool, but they don't ask funny questions. A different world. Talking to those people. They either got $3,000 a month to invest and they want to duplicate what I've done. It's going to be extremely easy for me to demonstrate to them that I have a successful process here. Or they've got a huge network they want to plug in. And so I'm going to bring several of them in. This is going to take a few months to land those in. So understand that's what I'm doing in the left leg. If you let this opportunity go just because I'm not bringing in a ton of people, like, good riddance. Like, this is the best friggin' opportunity you're ever going to see in your life. I've been in this industry for over 20 years. If you've got experience, you already know that. If you don't have experience, what else can I say? I mean, there's over several 100,000 people competing to get on this, even on the top 100 list. That would be just stoked to be on this at the bottom of this list is a big deal. It's like a really big deal. Like, I know what I'm doing. So I don't know what else to say. All I can do is implore you to follow through, go through the step-by-step, be realistic, be reasonable, send me your goals. How much money you want to make? When do you want to make it? What's your plan so far? Does it make sense? Is it realistic? If not, I'll help you tweak it. I might ask if you're joking, if it's realistic. Guys, what other opportunity do you have where you have help from a pro to build a residual income that you can walk away from and it's still coming in and that it can be massive? Think about it. Be realistic. Make it work. Make it work. All right. I'll be in touch.